Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. I've got very big crypto news to share with you guys. Please hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and leave a comment below. Guys, big crypto regulation news. Darren Soto, many of you know that name. He's a Democrat out of Florida. And remember, he worked with a Republican by the name of Warren Davidson out of Ohio, and they had put together the Token Taxonomy Act. They have been working together, bipartisan support, trying to get crypto regulations passed. Well, he tweeted the following: my bills, the Digital Taxonomy Act and the Blockchain Innovation Act, just passed out of the Energy Commerce as amendments included in the Consumer Safety Technology Act. From COVID-19 contact tracing to protecting consumer privacy, blockchain technology is transformational. Guys, this is a big move in the right direction. We are seeing the doors open a bit here, right? And we're, of course, looking for more clarity, more regulations, so that a lot of these crypto companies can operate freely and we can have the full clarity so all industries and financials, corporates and so forth can participate in the cryptocurrency market. So a big move in the right direction, guys. And I'm hoping that we get another round soon and get things going. And the U.S. market there's so much money sitting on the sidelines in the U.S. market that want to come into the crypto market, but many don't want to touch it yet. So I think this is a move in the right direction and a big update, guys. And of course, Darren Soto, shout out to him. And I know Warren Davidson, Tom Emmer, to name a few, and that are really trying to push crypto adoption and regulation. So big news here. On the crypto regulations front, we got an update from Brian Brooks. He did an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, guys. This is big exposure. And it's referencing that payments charter we've been talking about on this channel, guys. I believe the payments charter is phase 2 of Brian Brooks' plan for crypto. Remember, in July, phase 1 was giving the banks the green light to custody crypto. This guy is from Coinbase. Steve Mnuchin brought him over, and he's now working closely with him. And he's trying to give the blanket regulations across the United States, because each state right now has their own regulations, right? New York has its BIT license. Florida is doing its own thing. Wyoming is doing its own thing. This payments charter will open up so many opportunities for crypto companies. And I believe, like I said in my many videos, that XRP, Ripple and XRP will benefit the most given what they're trying to do with banks, guys. So he mentioned the following: fintech firms are giving banking the jolt of innovation it needs, but they'll be more stable, fair, and efficient if they're nationally chartered. And that's the payments charter that's coming. So obviously, he's trying to, get more people on board, because he is getting pushback from the banks. They don't like that. They don't want these smaller folks coming in and trying to take a share of their, or take their market share. But the way we are headed to improve payments and all kinds of credit and lending and, the moving between currencies, this is the way we have to move. The digital economy, guys, the token economy. So interesting piece here and big exposure for what he's trying to do with crypto. Some interesting news. Digital assets are delivering outsized returns for some active managers while traditional hedge funds fumble. It comes as no surprise, guys, with what's been happening in the traditional markets, right? So crypto hedge funds we've seen have been growing, getting more money under their assets under management. We see Grayscale, we see Panthera Capital, and many others. They're getting record-breaking amounts of money, and people recognize that crypto is a new asset class. And we know about Paul Tudor Jones and George Ball and Chamath Palihapitiya and many others, right? So the green light has been given to Wall Street, and the hedge funds holding crypto are doing well. So traditional hedge funds have gotten battered in 2020, while crypto funds appear to have flourished. A number of factors may be at play. Now, the block makes me want to, they want me to pay here to view the whole article, but I think the data, and many of us have been keeping up to date with this, it shows the money is going to crypto now. And especially with inflation, people are not putting their money into other traditional assets. They're putting into gold, into crypto, and so forth. So excited to see this trend. And as you can imagine, it's going to further drive more of the institutional money into crypto. And on that note, like I mentioned, inflation, well, the pandemic and everything that follows with it will speed up Bitcoin adoption, says DBS bank economists. So look at this, guys. Bank economists are now validating what we've been talking about forever, right? And I think it was yesterday's video where Morgan Stanley, we covered it, Morgan Stanley execs talked about this, that crypto is here to stay and millennials want Bitcoin and crypto versus gold, right? And the rise in inflation and all the things related to the pandemic is just going to further drive that trend up. So interesting that all of these big players are recognizing this. So a pandemic-led acceleration of adoption. That's how Singapore-based DBS Bank describes the current state of digital assets in its quarterly report on cryptocurrencies published in August. A couple things to uncover there. One, you have a bank putting out a quarterly report on cryptocurrencies. Look how far we've come. And we saw back in, I think it was April or May, JP Morgan put out their report from their analysts saying, hey, this Bitcoin stuff, this crypto stuff, it has lasting potential because it survived that bloodbath of a market crash across the board in March, right, with the start of the pandemic. So the writing's on the wall, guys. All of these guys are capitulating. It's no longer, oh, crypto's a scam. Oh, crypto's a fad. It's now, oh, it has lasting potential. Oh, there people are making money on it. Hedge funds are doing well. More money is going into the market. See how the narrative has shifted, guys? So it's interesting to hear such an observation from a respected multinational bank and its chief economist, Tamir Baig, if I'm saying that right. However, they have lately been murmurings about certain large financial institutions, particularly in places like Singapore, Switzerland, and Germany, fielding a new wave of demand for crypto, filtering through from the smaller private banks and wealthy clients. Wow, guys, that's so bullish. And that's why you have to be patient. Obviously, accumulate, buy the dips, not financial advice. That's what I'm doing, accumulating and buying the dips and sitting back and letting the infrastructure being built, let all these players come in, and you'll see just the natural demand drive up because of inflation and the pandemic. And the mass marketing will be coming from the likes of Fidelity and Bakkt and all these big players. So we just got to sit back and be patient, guys. So just keep these things in mind. These are the facts you want to pay attention to, right? Not your emotions. Don't invest with your emotions. Pay attention to the facts. And we are seeing capitulation and everyone jumping in, guys. And, Jack Dorsey, we know, has been a Bitcoin bull, a big time advocate of Bitcoin and crypto. And he, of course, owns Square, and they launched their subsidiary called Square Crypto. Well, he's doing something amazing, guys. He tweeted the following: Square is putting all our crypto patents into a new nonprofit org we're calling the Crypto Open Patent Alliance. Guys, this is huge. They're opening it up to the public here, kind of making it open source, saying, hey, our patents that we have and own and control, we're giving it out to the public now, which will maintain a shared patent library to help the crypto community defend against patent aggressors and trolls. Join us. This is awesome. So it's openpatent.org. Big time move, guys. I love this. This is going to foster growth and innovation. And, you got a guy like Jack who's very powerful, obviously at Twitter, obviously Square, and he's doing his thing and he's helping to grow the market, guys, and bring visibility. And when you see people like this of power, of this caliber of, wealth and influence doing these type of things in crypto, I mean, is there any doubt where we're headed, guys? This asset class is going to be so huge. He also was interviewed by Reuters, and I can't play the video due to copyright reasons, but he mentioned that Bitcoin is still the most viable internet native currency. And I absolutely agree with that. We've been talking about folks in Africa using Bitcoin for their businesses, and it's just been around the globe, and many countries like Kazakhstan and Iran and all those places are giving the green light to mine Bitcoin. And we know that's happening in the United States. In Texas, the world's largest Bitcoin mining farm being built. You have more mining farms popping up around the globe and in the United States, of course, and power plants in the United States that are using their excess energy to mine Bitcoin. And that is why Bitcoin is part of my portfolio. And an interesting tweet here by Travis Kling. Many of you know about him. He's a former LS Equities portfolio manager, and he fell down the crypto rabbit hole. So he's certainly a crypto influencer. And he said, if you ever worry about who would pay $50,000 for one Bitcoin, just remember Warren Buffett bought Apple after it did a 7x in 7 years, right before it did a 3.5x in 4 years. So we all know Warren has been late to tech stocks. He was late to Apple, but he recognized, hey, I need to get in here, right? You gotta innovate. You gotta adapt to the situation, or you become irrelevant. And we saw he did something against what he said in the past. He bought gold, right? Remember, he trashed gold, like he's trashing Bitcoin now, and he capitulated to gold. I think he will eventually capitulate to Bitcoin and crypto if he's still alive, So Travis wraps it up saying, many will be late and still buy anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely. With inflation and what's going on, and Bitcoin as digital gold 2.0, absolutely. And remember, you don't have to buy one whole Bitcoin. People, I think, have that misconception. You can buy part of a Bitcoin, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, right? You don't have to get one whole. So keep that in mind. And eventually we're going to be talking about Satoshis, because Bitcoin's price will be so high. We'll be talking about, in transacting with Satoshis and all of that. So interesting things ahead. And finally, guys, Revolut expands to Japan as its first non-English speaking market. 2 big crypto companies enter Japan. This is what you want to see as a crypto investors: the continued expansion, investments, acquisitions, and mergers, guys. That's a sign of a healthy market, that these things are happening. And, it's not like right now is December 2017 when the prices are skyrocketing, right? They are preparing for the next 2017 type parabolic run-up. That's why they're making the investments. This is simple economics, guys. You don't invest or expand if you don't see opportunity ahead to make money, because these companies have to be profitable to stay into existence, right? You got to see, okay, what's the forecast? What's our prediction here for the market growing? And we know the market is slowly growing, and we know big things are ahead. So these guys are positioning themselves around the globe to get as much business as possible. They know what is coming, guys. And I hope you see it as well, with all of the things that are coming together, all the puzzle pieces, the government, the big money, the wealthy investors, right? It is all coming together, guys. I'm so excited for the future of the market, and that's why I created this channel, to share these facts, not my feelings, but the facts. What is actually happening in the market? What is the government doing? What are these financial investors doing, these big players? And we are seeing straight up capitulation and movement to the crypto market, guys. So leave your thoughts and comments, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all later.